There are many telltale signs that you are a K-drama fanatic. Maybe you have an unhealthy obsession with Korean actors and actresses. Perhaps you have watched every show ever made, even the really bad ones. Or maybe you know more about Korean dramas than you do about your own country's culture. No matter what the sign may be, if you are a K-drama fanatic, there's no hiding it. So come on and admit it. You're hooked on South Korean TV dramas. Well, I have to confess, I also need to have my K-drama fix in. But can you really measure if you are a K-drama fanatic? Let us see if you have some, if not all of these signs in today's episode of You Are a K-drama Fanatic if...
안녕하세요.
Number 1, if you start to feel happy and excited when you see a real Korean in person. You can't help but want to test yourself to see if you can use some of the Korean words you've learned from all the hours you've spent binge-watching Korean dramas. Sure, you might not be able to fluently hold a conversation in Korean just yet, but at least you can greet the person properly with a confident 안녕하세요 and put a smile on their face. Who knows? Maybe your obsession with Korean dramas will someday lead you to becoming fluent in the language and finally be able to visit Korea yourself. Something that's been on your bucket list for far too long. Number 2, if you find yourself constantly calling your future Prince Charming Oppa instead of Prince Charming, then there's a good chance you're a Korean drama fanatic.
사랑해.
Number 3, if you find yourself saying 사랑해요 instead of I love you to your significant other, you may be a Korean drama fanatic. You've even considered learning the language just so you can watch the shows without subtitles. I mean, let's face it, if it comes to a point that your friends do not understand you anymore because you try to squeeze every Korean words on your conversation, you could be a fanatic. Number 4, if you're a Korean drama fanatic, you know that Korean food is the best food. You love going to Korean restaurants and eating all your favorite dishes like bulgogi, kimchi, and tteokbokki. You know that there's nothing better than sitting down to a big feast of Korean barbecue with all of your favorite side dishes. You can't get enough of that delicious Korean flavor, and you'll always choose Korean food over pizza and fries any day.
Ahoy! Ahoy!
Number 5, South Korea is your ultimate travel destination. You want to travel to South Korea and get to visit the places that you've seen in the K-dramas. You've already researched 1,000 times what you will do when you visit Jeju Island, the place where a lot of K-dramas have been filmed, like Boys Over Flowers, Secret Garden, Jewel in the Palace, Legend of the Blue Sea, and a lot more.
U to the young to the ooh, dong to the good to the rummy. Ha!
Number 6, you've been practicing how to dance the new dance craze Woo to the Young to the Woo from the Extraordinary Attorney Woo, and plus points if you have posted your version of it at TikTok. Number 7, you watch K-dramas everywhere from your bedroom, dining room, bus, in the car, and I won't be surprised if you've watched one while in the bathroom. I can't blame you there, I do it too. Number 8, for the ladies out there, you set high standards for your man. I mean, most of these K-drama leading actors are sweet, caring, loving, and will do anything for their lady. You just want the same for yourself.
네. 너 뭐 하냐? 저녁에 약속이래요? 아니요.
Number 9, it is already 12 midnight, and you keep telling yourself, one more episode, I promise, just one more episode. Time flies so fast when you are watching K-drama. It is now 2 a.m. and again, you tell yourself, one more episode, I promise. It seems like it's a marathon, but it's a different type of marathon. It's an all-nighter. Sleep is overrated when you are a K-drama fanatic. Number 10, when you finished a K-drama, you felt very accomplished. You felt so happy when the leading actor ended up with the leading lady. You felt so devastated and heartbroken when the leading actor did not end up with a leading lady. I'm referring to you, 2521. Number 11, after finishing a great Korean drama, it can be hard to decide what to watch next. There are so many good ones out there. If you want something light and fluffy, there are plenty of romantic comedies to choose from. If you're looking for something more intense, there are dramas with thrilling plot twists and heartbreaking romance. If you want something that will make you laugh, sure, you have options too for dramas with memorable characters and hilarious situations. You want the happy ending? Look for dramas with optimistic tones. If you want surprises, pick something that is unpredictable that will keep you guessing until the very end. The list is endless. Number 12, no shame, we've all been there. We finish an amazing season of our favorite show and the first thing we do is start Googling if there is a season 2. We just can't help it. We need to know what happens next.
이런 또라이는.
Number 13, you follow your Korean actors and actresses on their social media accounts. You know their whereabouts, their current projects, and future castings. You know who will be serving in the military next, as well as you know who is almost done on their service. Number 14, saying these Korean names is already a child's play to you. Pronouncing Park Bo-gum, Kang Tae-ho, Kim Soo-hyun is much easier than saying Joe Smith. You don't get tripped on spelling their names either.
미쳤어?
Number 15, connected to the previous point, you cringe so much when you hear someone mispronounce your favorite Korean actors and actresses.
Please. Sorry, boss.
Number 16, K-drama fans know that having a Netflix account is not enough. You need to have subscriptions specifically for Korean dramas like Vicky. K-dramas are famous for their gripping storylines, lovable characters, and of course, the steamy romance scenes. While Netflix does offer some Korean dramas, their selection is limited. That's why die-hard fans like you make sure to have accounts on multiple streaming services. That way, they can always watch their favorite shows no matter where they are. After all, there's nothing quite like curling up with a good K-drama when you're feeling homesick.
처음에 나올까 무섭다 야. 맹수네 맹수.
Number 17, having an all-nighter binge watching your Korean drama is no problemo because you follow the skincare beauty of your K-drama idols to cover your puffy eyes. You know by heart their beauty secrets, their fashion style, the way they dress, everything. Can't blame you on that.
아유, 기집애가 꼬라지가 이게 뭐야 이게?
Number 18, Korean dramas are a big part of many people's lives. For some, it's a form of entertainment, and for others, it's a way to learn more about the Korean culture. No matter what your reason is for watching K-dramas, you probably have a list of favorites that you like to watch over and over again. But with only 24 hours in a day, how do you fit in all the K-dramas that you want to watch?
얘는 양석형. 반가워.
私はイーチュンです.
미친 새끼.
Number 19, you are your friends' go-to whenever they ask for a recommendation on what to watch for their first Korean drama.
같이 가볼까?
Number 20, you have a playlist of your favorite K-drama official soundtrack or OST. And not only that, you can sing them with your heart and soul, even if sometimes you don't know the meaning of the lyrics.
인사해. 내 남자친구야.
아 좀.
Number 21, knowing the names of the leading actor and actress to you is not enough. You need to know the supporting cast members, as well as the leading character's dad, mom, grandma, grandpa, sister, the boss, the assistant of the assistant, everyone. And the list goes on.
진짜?
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 22. If someone asks you what happened on a specific episode, without hesitation, you were able to give an episode recap without any notes. Number 23. You felt offended, so offended, when you told someone about Lee Min-ho and Ji Chang-wook and they ask you, who? And not having any clue about what you just said. Well, I would be offended too. Number 24, you get very excited to know the new K-dramas that will be released next month at Netflix.
가자. 너한텐 취재가 있잖아.
Number 25, you have a favorite actor or actress and you watch everything they star in. You can't help but think all the K-drama couples, no matter how unrealistic they may be. And you know all the latest gossip and news about your favorite Korean celebrities. If you've been nodding along as you watch this episode, then it's likely you are a diehard fan of Korean dramas just like me. And that's okay. There is nothing wrong with being passionate about something and wanting to share your love with the world. I hope this list has given you some new ideas for shows to watch and that you enjoy them all as much as I do. Are there any other signs that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you like this episode, please hit the like and subscribe button so you will always be notified for new contents. Bye!